Welcome to Ames Answers Part 3. All right, guys. So we're moving forward in the world, moving up. I just wanted to get on real quick and talk about zero down loans. So again, I'm Oliver Ames, mortgage loan officer at Geneva Financial. That is our corporate umbrella. Come down a little bit, and we are at the Pastorino team or the Pastorino group. We're in the middle of rebranding that at the moment. And then you got me, who is been in the loan industry for 3 years now, and moving up, moving quick. There's a lot of things you got to learn quick, and so to be a professional in anything, you have to know a lot. You got to know, everything there is to know. You got to be able to answer people's questions, or at least know where to get the answers. So that's something that I'm trying to perfect. I know I don't know everything. I'm not haven't been in business for 20 years. I know that there's always something new to learn, but that's something that I pride myself on, is that I do know at least where to get the answers if there is a question. So one thing, like I said, I wanted to go over today is zero down loans, or first time home buyer loans, there's tons of different names, there's tons of different programs. So there are programs out there for you as the first time home buyer, or did you know there's programs that are still zero money down, even if you have purchased a home before. There's some restrictions obviously with different programs, and different credit scores qualify for different things. So I just wanted to talk about it real quick. So what a zero down loan basically does, and there's different options and forms of them, but what it does is it gives you a silent second. So what that means is we say, here's $100,000 or $250,000, and you don't have to put down a down payment, so you don't have to put down the 3.5%. But what happens is that 3.5% that they gave you, oh man, now my math is gonna be off because I'm on the spot. So basically that 10 grand that they gave you for your down payment goes as a secondary loan against you. You don't have to pay on it. So like the home in 5, if you're in the home for 5 years, that silent second, so that secondary mortgage goes away. But what happens, and this is where people just don't know, they think that it's free money, which it is. It's free upfront money. You're given this 10 grand, which goes as a silent second if you sell or refinance your house within the 5 years or whatever that term is. They actually require you to pay that back. So at that point, you can use your equity. So it is a good loan. You build your equity in the time. Let's say 3 years from now, you want to sell your house. You're in that 5 year limit, where I keep doing this because it's like this secondary. You got this big loan, your $250,000, and then your $10,000 that they gave you. But what happens, so you can pay that back with your equity. If you sell your house, you use some of that to pay that, and then you have more for another house. Or what happens is if you gain enough equity in your home, you can refinance, pay that off, and drop your mortgage, your monthly mortgage payment. However, the way that the government wins or makes money off of you, because nothing's free, right? We're in America, nothing is free. Everybody wants to make money, and everybody's greedy, and I hate it, but it's part of life, so we're here. But what happens is, if let's say the average interest rate, and I'm not saying that this is the interest rate today, let's say the average interest rate's 4. So we're at 4% if you were to put down 3.5%. The government's saying, here's 10 grand, right? 10 grand to put for free, but your interest rate is now at a 5. So you're paying an extra percent every month. And you got to think about it, it's an extra percent over your whole loan amount. So you're at a 5% interest rate. They gave you your 10 grand for free, aka a silent second, and that's how they make their money, because they're making an extra $150 every month off of that. And then if you sell your house early, they make their money back. So there's lots of pros and cons to this. Obviously, if you can't get into a home, if you don't have the money, you don't have anybody that can gift you the money, it is an option. It's definitely there as long as you qualify for whatever program it is. However, there are those downsides. And so we always say, if you want to buy a house, come up with that 3.5%. Find somebody to gift it to you. Just just because it in the long run, it helps you out more. Obviously, if you can't get into a home anyways, you know, this is the time. I bought my home 2.5 years ago, and it's got 60 grand in equity in it already, which is amazing. I mean, it's just, I'm paying the same as what I was renting, $1,500 a month. I was renting a house prior, it was $1,450, I lied. So I was paying $1,450 renting a townhouse in Gilbert. Bought my house in Queen Creek, paying $1,550. I mean, $100 to own my own place, it's extra, right? It's pretty good. But yeah, so just wanted to get on here, 0 down loans, first time home buyer. If you have specific questions about your situation, if you watched the episode prior or the part prior, you know, everybody's situation is different, obviously. 3 big things: credit, income, down payment. And so if you have any questions, let me know, shoot me some messages. I've gotten a couple messages from people, so I appreciate it. I love answering questions. Obviously why I'm doing Ames Answers. So again, 0 down loans. If you got any extra questions, hit me up. I appreciate you guys for being a part of all this, and keep watching. If you have any specific things you want me to go over, let me know. Again, Ames Answers, part 3.